Hello, my lovely friends. I hope you're very well. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm so excited about everyone subscribing and liking my videos. It's amazing. But today it's a dank and dreary and drizzly day in England. It's early October and there's no fun to be had outside in the garden. Even though everything looks beautiful, it's just a bit cold and a bit nasty outside. The trees are turning a beautiful flame red colour and it's all still looking quite nice, but yeah, it's a staying in day. So it means only one thing. When this time comes around, Christmas tree time. Right then, I've got a plan. I've decided the only way to do this is to get everything out. Get them all out from under the stairs and just start digging. I'm not sure Begonia Coconut is going to like this. Everybody's got one of these, haven't they? Please tell me everybody's got one. It's not just me. The cupboard under the stairs of doom. Okay, that's the trees out. It wasn't easy, but it wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. I obviously got inspired and packed them away incredibly well and efficiently last year. I'm sure that's not going to happen again. I'm a jumper down. Whew, it's quite warm. And yeah, no, still not looking too happy about what's going on. But now I'm going to get the decorations. Poof! Down from on top of the wardrobe. They are all decorations. But I'm not going to use them. I've got a different idea. I'm going to do something else first. So I've got to somehow find... Look, what is it they say? That you can... Look at my rebounder. That's where it was born and that's where it lives. And that's where it's going to die, behind the sofa. Yeah, what is it they say? You can tell the age of a tree by how many rings of masking tape are around the Christmas box. So in there, it's the gold tree. And in there, or in there, is the Hong Kong silver tree. And it's the silver tree I want first. Of course it is. Okay. There's only one thing for it. It's burst that bitch open. I've got my secateurs for the tree felling. But I've just had a thought. What I normally do is make a very carefully calculated decision that something that I want is in a certain box. And very rarely is it in that box. So should I open that and explode it? Obviously it's fit to bust and everything's in there. Or should I try a smaller one first in case it's in there? I might do a little bit of poking around. Hang on. Let's be sensible about this. Because I know the gold one's in there. I bet you it's in there as well. Because that'll be the last place I think it is. Oh, begonia. There you go. This tree is 1 year old. I know this because I bought it last year. That's the gold. Look how gold it is. Look how gold. It's so gold. The silver one's not in there. It's just not. Okay. We can move that aside. Right. Oh, you beautiful thing. You gift, you fabulous thing. There it is on the top. Oh, I might have packed it on the bottom and I would have had to dig everything out, but it didn't somehow. Right, okay. Oh, memories. Memories, memories. There's a ball and an ear and an antler, and this is what I'm after. This piece of magic. Look at this wee fella. Oh, it was so gorgeous. And relax. There we go. The hard bit's done. The good bit now, the exciting bit. I absolutely love Christmas. I mean, I really love it. And I'm an atheist, so it's not about the religious meaning for me. It's all about the trees and the decoration and the build-up and the excitement. I can't tell you how much I love it. I think about it all year. And normally I would start my Christmas tree decorating in September. I think I sort of made a rule for myself that I was going to put a tree up on the first of each month, starting in September, when the names of the months get long and it starts getting dark. I thought, right, there we go. The only way to get through this is with Christmas trees. But I'm already a month late because it's about the 8th or the 9th of October now, and so I'm a bit overdue. However, I'm going to make up for that. I am going to start this Christmas season with my favourite tree, my silver tree, and I'll tell you the story about that as I go along. But first of all, if you haven't already, get yourself a cup of tea, and if you're new to this game, you need a mince pie as well. The holy trinity of Christmas for me is sprouts. Yes, I love sprouts, Brussels sprouts, mince pies, and Christmas trees. Mince pies, to people who are not aware, are a tradition in England. I don't know if they're a tradition anywhere else, but they're not meat. They're fruit inside and short crust pastry. And you really need a deep filled mince pie so you get a whole gobful of sweet juiciness. But any mince pie will do, to be honest. From the cheapest to the fanciest. What I'll probably do later on, as all the shops start getting their stock in, is do a consumer taste test for mince pies. But these are from Morrison's, and the pastry is so sweet and so short and crumbly, they're delicious. And there's tons of filling in them, so I'm already about 4 boxes in. And as I said, it's only early October, so I'm going to be my own walking mince pie mountain by the end of this Christmas season. So there we go, get yourself a cup of tea and a mince pie, sit back and enjoy the show. What I'm going to do is talk to you about my favourite silver tree that I got in Hong Kong, and also another treasure casket, another treasure chest, full of thrift store finds and flea market finds of vintage jewellery, in particular brooches, because that is what I'm going to use to decorate my tree. So this is not only a really exciting and relaxing Christmas vlog, it is environmentally friendly and also very budget friendly. So relax, it's all good. It's just everything it should be. Here we go. Oops, I was going to show you the insides, but I just inhaled it. It's gone. There's no pie. You'll have to come back for a full consumer video about those. Anyway, let's just get rid of that so we can forget that ever happened. Okay, now then. I'm going to just put the top of this tree in this vintage art glass vase. This is a Czech glass vase. I can't remember the maker, sorry. And there we are, I fluffed it out, and oh my god, the smell of the Christmas trees when they they keep the maturity of the happiness of Christmas has gone by. It smelled like chocolate and sweet cinnamon and just warmth. Oh, it's so delicious. And memories, I could cry happy tears. So amazing. It is just the top of the tree. It's not the whole thing. There's the bottom of the tree. But I've just put it in that vase to leave it there as a little bit of a display that I can put my brooches against and show you what I'm going to do. But I'll tell you the story about fanning this tree first of all. About 10 years ago, I emigrated. I left London to move to Hong Kong, and I literally left England for good in my mind. There was nothing left here for me at all, and I just made the massive decision after travelling around the world for a little bit that it was pointless to try and struggle on and try and fight for, a future happiness in England. It was finished, and I don't really feel very much different, to be honest, but I'm back and I've got my beautiful little cat. But things are worse for pretty much most people, apart from obviously the Tories and the wealthiest. However, here we are. So let's just crack on with finding joy where we can. And where I can, and where most of you I think can, is in vintage jewellery, knickknacks, snacks, cats and plants. However, anyway, this tree. I literally moved to Hong Kong with the 2 suitcases I could carry and nothing else. I had, vapors for cash. I did have a flat. I don't want sympathy for being, homeless and poor. I had a flat, but I couldn't afford to keep it, and because of the Tories, and I had to rent it out. So I was by no means destitute, but I didn't have any cash flow. So I went to Hong Kong with 2 bags and just, just a wing and a prayer is basically what it was. But I'm an atheist, so there wasn't much praying going on. It was just a little wing in it. Anyway, I'd been there a few months, and I was working for a terrible British company, English company. She wasn't British, she's English. And I was working about 70 hours a week for almost nothing, peanuts really. And the woman who owned the company also owned the accommodation that we had to live in, and it was squalid, rotten. Often the water wouldn't work, the heating wouldn't work when it was cold, the air conditioning wouldn't work when it was hot. It was absolutely dreadful, and it was a real challenge, and I was not young, so it was a bit of a struggle, to be honest. And I just thought, I don't know how I'm gonna get out of this. I managed to get out of it eventually by crawling out the bathroom window, but we were on the 9th floor, and that's another story for another day. Anyway, one day I was coming home and absolutely, completely in love with Hong Kong. It was the most incredible place. Even though I was in horrible circumstances, I never, ever, ever felt that happy in a place before. In the city, in the area, I was just so content. Anyway, I dragged my weary old ass back from work one night, and it was obviously dark. It gets dark. It's dark most of the time in Hong Kong, but everything's alive and lit up and electric all the time. You don't mind. I mean, it could be daylight 24 hours a day, and if you look up at the sky, it could be night 24 hours of the day. It's so fantastic. Anyway, I got off the train and I was walking up the weary hill with my weary old bones, and as I turned the corner, there was a corner shop that was all lit up and magical, and outside was this tree, full size, fully decorated, and I think they were asking $116, which was £16. About $16 at the moment with the exchange rate, if you're American. And I just thought, oh my God, thank you, corner shop, for bringing me this joy. Let's have it. So I went inside and I said, please, can I have the tree? And they said, well, it doesn't include the decorations. I said, that's fine, I'll help you strip it. So there we were. We took all the decorations off it, put them in a bucket, and off I went up the road with the tree fully fluffed out, complete. It's about 5 foot, and so am I. And I got home before my flatmates, and before they got in, I think they'd gone out for a drink, I decorated it completely with lights and flowers and lanterns I'd found, and it was on the table as they walked through the door. Honestly, their faces when they saw it was just, I could fill up now thinking about it. And it was just a joyous time, even in the worst conditions. I mean, it was really grim conditions, but the tree was just, it was magic. And lots of other English people asked if they could come round to look at it. Because we were all so sad in this terrible job, and it was beautiful. So I came home with me when I was forced to come home, again because of the British government. But let's not go there today because it's too happy a tree to go there. So that's the silver tree story, and I love it because it's so beautiful. The moment that I found it was so beautiful, and also it's got a real vintage look. It's got a real sort of 1950s, 1960s look to it. I love that sort of spindly tinsel style tree that now people would probably whine and complain about it because it's not fat enough, it's not bushy enough, it looks cheap. Well, that's exactly the look I go for. Cheap and skinny. So, what I'm going to decorate it with, even though people might think my tree is cheap and skinny, is gold. How about that for a filing system? So, these are my vintage brooches. Look. I even filed them. Oh, that one's so nice. It's still in its original tissue paper. I even filed them in the filing cabinet in envelopes. I bet you have named this, not this one. There'll be some that are named, I'm sure of it. Oh yeah, Milan. Went to a wedding in Milan. Came back with a seahorse brooch. I mean, look. Okay. Let's get this out. So I think we'll just start at one end and then work our way along. What's this one? Right, cats, of course it is. Oh my god. That I think, look at that. That is an enamel lion. Leopard. Tiger. Slinky 50 star cat. This one is nice. I think this is 80s. Shout out to all the Leos, by the way. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your messages. I love you, my Leo sisters and brothers. Oh, cute. Oops. Kitten with a ball. 56. Oh no, 60 style cat. That's probably new though. It's probably not vintage. This one I got in Madrid at a flea market, and I remember him trying to ask for a fortune for it, and I think I still overpaid. But anyway, I love it. Crawling leopard. A swiping tiger. Oh, look. Oh, what a monster. Fabulous. Diamante tiger. These are all brooches, by the way, just to clarify. That might go on your shoulder, I think. Another little diamante kitten with a ball. Little enamel 50s style, 60s style. This looks like a JJ. Yeah, cat and a kitten drinking out of a saucer. JJ. These, I think they retail new. Well, not new, but they're all vintage. But I think they sell for about £18. This one was cute. Oh yeah, I got this from a lovely charity shop. That's a little kitten playing with a butterfly in front of a window. Another JJ pewter style, articulated, with a fish in a bowl. JJ. Another retro style. I think these are new. Retro style kitty with a little diamante chest. Fabulous Halloween cat on a broomstick. That's vintage. Oh, I think this might be a pin tie for Jaguar fans. Not a pin tie, a tie pin for Jaguar car men. Nothing on the back, but you know, Jag. Oh yeah, fabulous vintage. I reckon that's 80s, but retro scoop head, gold tone cat brooch, little diamante pin, another retro style. Little. Oh my god! Look at his face. That looks like someone I know. And a stretching cat. So those are most of my cat ones. I know I've got a load more. Like that. But what I do is I use them as Christmas decorations. You might be wondering why we're going through a tin of brooches, but it's because I repurpose them. So even if they're broken, if you buy vintage jewellery from the flea market or like a bag of it from the thrift stores or charity shops, you can repurpose all the broken brooches as the most amazing Christmas tree decorations. They look fantastic, especially gold on silver, or alternatively silver brooches on a gold tree. Anyway, so these are my collection of, well, it's the tip of the iceberg, to be honest. It's the paw of the cat's body of my cat brooches. All thrifted, all from charity shops, flea markets, or job lots on eBay. None of these that I've bought new. So it's incredibly environmentally friendly, it's eco, it's budget friendly. I mean, I pay between 10p and £2. This might have been £3 or £4, but that's all I pay. And new Christmas decorations, you know, anything that's not just the cheap sort of mass-produced plain balls, are like £8 each. So you can decorate a whole tree for £8 with environmentally friendly baubles and bling and brooches. These I just grabbed on my way to get the tin. These were just on my dressing table. So this is a theme as well, if you wanted to go down the theme route of maybe underwater or, you know, sea ocean theme. So we've got a little lobster. I bought this. It's got an eye missing. Doesn't matter. We've all got something missing. He'll look good on the tree. A little puffer fish with a pink aurora borealis eye. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Vintage 19, maybe 91 starfish brooch with multicoloured rhinestones. They're glass. I think this is like a sort of Dior copy. Obviously, it's not Dior, it's a copy. An enamel and diamante goldfish. A little vintage Dior style lobster brooch. There we go. Little crab and a whale. And I've got more sea creature styles, but let's go through the tin. I'll just move all these back. I forgot to show you this one. This is actually one of my favourites. This is definitely a modernist style cat, and look at that style. Look at that look. That is so 1960s. That's amazing. Very small but very cute. Just found another vintage 1960s, possibly 1970s, little lion brooch. He looks like he's shouting for another mince pie. Over here, pie. Oh, darling. Hi. Have you come to see what's going on? Yeah? Oh, I thought you were going to come out over the top. Hello. Hello. Loves Christmas. And don't tell her, but yesterday I found her a new bed. I'm keeping it a secret. I'll show you later, but don't tell her. Okay, next bag. Might need 2 hands for this. Hang on. Oh, no, we are. Here we are. What's the theme? Oh, I think this is animals. Oh, yep. Animals. Well, let's just start with the top. I love you so much. Huge, big lizard. Now, he's probably got a little bit of damage and his leg might be maybe slightly compromised, but not broken. But wait till you see how fantastic this is going to look on the tree. Watch. Do you see where I'm coming from? I mean, hang on, I can't get far enough away. But look at that. Yep. Next. Oh my God, the dream, the absolute dream. See? Yeah. Amazing. Bags, do you like spiders? Go dear, do you like spiders? Yeah. Yeah. Good girl. Hi. Hello. Hello. Do you want something to eat? Are you hungry? Yeah. Or have you just come to see the Christmas? Yeah. Good girl. I love you. I love you. You're my favourite Christmas decoration. Are you going to sit on the top of the tree for me this year? You don't really climb the trees, do you? Yeah. She's got her mother's legs. We're not tree climbers. So, I think it might be time for a snack. Okay, so let's keep going. Okay, lovely peacock. And this has got an old butterfly, I think. Yep. Early Jelly Belly style. And what we got here, little Toledo horseman on a horse. With the that's called damascene, that effect. Sort of etched black and gold look. And a racehorse galloping. Oh, this was quite exciting. It's a tiny little fish brooch, and it says Saka, and I spent ages trying to find out what it means, and I think it might have been a giveaway for a company called Saka, or the fish company, or a Japanese food or sauce. Tell me if you know. Please leave a comment. Another little horse head. That's vintage. That's nice. Oh, it's got a lovely shine. Yeah. You see, the gold of the brooch, the better it looks on the silver tree. Yep, how 1980s can you get? Not much more than that. A little wiener dog. A little hummingbird. More masks, 1980s. That is an enamel and diamante Venetian mask. Little wooden bird. What does that look like? A bit too natural for me. What else have we got? Oh yeah, that's better. Peacock. Beautiful stylized peacock. This is a good one. This is, if you're gonna have a big wooden brooch, have a big painted, what would you call that? Is that peacock? Some sort of exotic tropical bird? Or is it just made up? Oh, these are good. I like these sorts. These are the jelly bellies that I just mentioned. Big in the 70s, and that's a glass stone inside. Beautiful owl, not a peacock. I'd be obsessed with peacocks. But look how good that looks on there. Oh. Yep, it's happening. Oh, and it's getting darker outside as well. That's good. So this was from the flea market. It's sort of from Amazon. You know, it's new, but it's new to me, but used. So secondhand, but new. You know what I mean. I think I paid about £1. Lovely chameleon, but you know, mass produced, available on Amazon for a few quid. Begonia's just having a little snack, so there we are, we're back. So lovely diamante multicolored gold lizard. Look how beautiful that looks. You there? Lots of swans, I think, lots of birds. Oh, I love this boy. This is the 1970s gold tone modernist, but just sort of touching on the brutalist style. He's a toucan, I think. Love him. I wear him on a necklace. A beautiful little tree frog with the green eyes. Fantastic. That would look good on the gold tree. Gets a little bit lost on the silver tree. What else have we got? seal with a ball. I'm not too sure how I feel about that. More snakes. Cobra. Owls. Hi, love. Are you back? Big on is back from having a snack. She's scratching her Christmas sleigh now. I thought I'd lay everything out as opposed to go through each one because there's literally hundreds. So I'll show you my highlights. These are copies of Butler and Wilson, Diamante, Owl and Rabbit. I've got another nice rabbit there, which is not signed, but it's a lovely style. Gold tone, let me just check it's not signed. Yeah, no. Nice though. Hello, love. Hello, love. Have you come to cause trouble? Have you come to cause trouble? Yeah, I love you. More lizards. Nice blue one there. And this lovely type lizard. I love him. Some bugs. Ladybird. A sort of jellyback turtle. A Cero Diamante dragonfly. Elephants, dogs. Just lots of birds and bugs. There we go. Okay, I'll get the next bag out. Oh, he's a whopper. What a stunning one. That wasn't in a bag, but that's fabulous. I wonder what he's going to look like. Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. Bucky. Hello. Hello. Love you. She's come alive. She's normally deep in a coma in her crab bed at this time of day. So next. Okay, next. Floral. There we go. I've laid them out. I won't go through everything because again, there's just so many. But these two are two of my favourites. These are by Sarah Coventry, and it's the Jelly Belly Apple and the Pear. And if you can see what a fantastic colour that is. There we go. Can you see the pink? Oh, I love it so much. That's a Sarah Coventry one. These big sort of 1960s, 1970s ones, which would have been on perfect for people's lapels and coats, look amazing because they're so big. They really have the look. So I'll probably use lots of those. This one is nice. Yes, darling, you like this one? Should we use this one? Yeah, even though this has got a silver look, it's got a silver diamante, and you think it might get lost in all the shiny silver tinsel. It's got a gold base, so it just looks really classy. I'm not sure how many of these are going to survive. Hello, love. Hello. Hello. Oh, look at that one, begonia. Oh, beautiful. Do you want to wear this one on your coat? What else is interesting? Oh, wow. I mean, look. It's a cheese plant leaf. 1970s brutalist with a nice textured base and cut-out metalwork. I think this... I would have thought this was going to be signed, but no. It's not. A lot of these are by Spinks. Oh, God. Okay, our kid was after her second plateful, so I just fed her again. And just feeding her, I got a little hunger pang. And I just wanted to say how strange it is, not that I'm complaining, but I had my COVID booster on Saturday, and it's about my third or my fourth, I think, whatever we're up to now. And every time I have a booster, I get a craving for super noodles. I don't know why, but I'm now craving super noodles, and I've got a packet in the cupboard. I bought especially because I had my jab on Saturday, and I knew it was going to happen. So I'm not going to show you all of these. I'm probably going to go and have some Noopasoodles. They're particularly fantastic flavour. But I'll just give you a little bit of a sweep. Oh, lovely. Fabulous. And there's another packet in there, look. Look at them. Mega. These are whopper stoppers. Oh, look at that. Look at that, beautiful. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Amazing. Starburst. Look at this chunky chunk. I think that might be 1990s, 1950s revival. Or, yeah, I mean, it could be new. Could be brand new. Well, obviously, I didn't buy it new. Because I'm a professional environmentalist. I buy them from the charity shops and flea markets. And oh god, that's amazing. This is like an Etruscan style scepter with a blue cabochon. I think that's vintage, definitely. Pretty sure that's probably 1970s. What else have we got? Oh, lovely, yeah. Oh god, blimey, that's fantastic. Every time I get these out, even if it's like once every 6 months, it's like finding new treasure because I buy so many. I just hoover them all up because they're like 50p, £2 or £1.50, and they're just works of art. They're beautiful, shiny, stunning treasures. And with regards to actual value, compared to gold or silver or what have you, we're on the knee. They're not worth anything, but they're just worth so much in their style and their purpose and their use. Look how great that's going to look on the tree. That could even be the star or the topper. I love it. It's fantastic. Bags, you're full now. So even if you're skint and you've had to give all your money to the government or to the energy companies because they're thieving bastards, you can still roll around in glory and glamour in your rescue charity shop bling. What's this? This looks good. Oh. Yep, I can go in the sea theme. Yeah, bows. More Etruscan style. This was big in the 70s. That as well. What else have we got? Big butterfly. So, okay. This looks like a really good bag actually for the tree. Beautiful bright gold brutalist style. And more starbursts. So I think actually this might be from last year's tree. Has it got anything on the front? No. But what I'll do is take the tree upstairs now, put it where I'm going to put it in my bedroom because I'm going to have a tree in every room. So I'm going to set it up and then start decorating it, and then I'll show you the finished piece as I decorate and then finish. So, excuse me a minute. So I'm going to get her costume ready. I'm going to dress her, do her hair, put the lights on and do everything like that. But I'll do that backstage without you and then do a big reveal. I'm also going to go and have my noodles without you because I don't know how much longer There's my phone's battery and also my battery. We're both at a critical level of battery. So I'm going to go and recharge with my super noodles and plug my phone in and let my tree breathe. A little tip, I tend to use white or clear wired fairy lights on white or silver trees so you don't see the wire so clearly. And especially when you get your decorations on, you can barely see the wire at all. And then I start at the top and I do a sort of swoop, 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 swoop down, and have the end of the wire, so the last light and then the long cable that goes into the plug, at the side of the plug, so you haven't got a wire coming across and then going to a plug underneath. So handy hints there. And then once I'm happy with the placement and the wires are all tidy, I try to keep them on a setting that doesn't give me a seizure. Oh my God. Who wants this? Who sets this? Make it stop. My eyes. Phew. That's much more peaceful. Okay. Bling it up. Another tip for decorating is I start with the really big statement brooches and I place them around so they look symmetrical and they look balanced on the tree, and then I fill in with all the more brightly coloured and smaller ones. And also, do you remember from one of my previous videos I restored lots of broken brooches? Their time is now. So if you've got you bought a big bag of broken vintage brooches for next to nothing, you are quids in, because you don't need the hoops or the backs. You can just stick the prongs of the tinsel branches through a hole in the brooch and you've got the most incredible decoration. So let me show you. Dead easy. If you've got one of these tinsel trees, just bend the end of the wire at a right angle to the branch. Don't even focus. Doop, doop. And then just hoop your brooch on the end and it will stay perfectly placed, nice and secure. Can you see? Like so. Or if it's a bit of a heavy chunky chunk, like this fella here, you can hoop him on from the pin from behind on one branch and then just use another branch above it to take some of the weight on a tail. Hang him on one, put a branch to his tail on another. And there we are, you thing of absolute Christmas wonder. As you can see through the curtain, for some reason it's decided to be like a blisteringly hot, bright, sunny summer's day outside. I'm in my t-shirt, putting my Christmas tree up. But anyway, any minute now it'll just turn black in the sky and just be horrible again, so I am ready. I put a little vintage Italian scarf around the bottom. It's a sun face with celestial stars and moons around it. I think that suits it really well. It's just absolutely exquisite, and every single piece has a memory attached to a little experience. I remember where I got them. I remember the laugh I had with the people selling them, and it's just the most amazing way to recycle and repurpose. It's one of 5 trees, so I'll give you a break next week. I'll do something else, but just going to sit here and stare at my glowing, glorious, encrusted ray of light. There is one last thing I've got to do, which is really, really important. Just sit there a minute. Nice. Merry Christmas. I'll tell you what would be absolutely brilliant is if you are inspired by this idea and you do something like it yourself. If you buy some broken old jewellery or some vintage jewellery bags from the flea market or from the charity shops, thrift stores, send us a picture. That would be absolutely brilliant. I've got a Facebook group called Bamboo Betty. That's my page. I'm also on Instagram, Bamboo Betty Shop. I'm the one with all the pictures of the cats and plants and knickknacks. So yeah, brilliant. If you do something, share it. That'd be wicked to see. Thank you. Thank you. Put the links to my other social media pages. I mean, honestly, I don't use them very often, but I would definitely use them if you send me pictures. I'll put them in my information. If you click the little arrow that points down on the right hand side of the screen, you'll see lots of information. I'll put them in there. It looks even better in daylight. So there we are. Thanks ever so much for watching and tuning in and all your comments and subscribing. I think you're amazing. I love it so much. It's the most exciting thing. If you'd be so kind, if you haven't already, please subscribe, and even better, give me a like, thumbs up in the thingy bottom left corner. That'd be amazing. I post a feel good lifestyle vlog every Friday, so that's cats, plants, snacks and knickknacks, and if you join me every Friday, that would be like the best thing in the world. So have a lovely week. I might post some bonus videos just because I'm enjoying it so much. I can't stop, and I'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye bye. Pagoni coconut. You're the absolute dream.